All right, good Thursday morning, everybody.
Good morning. Okay, these kids these days, mine included, they keep saying 6'7", 6'7".
I've heard that everywhere.
I'm like,
right?
what is that? I'm like, kids, what it is? And they're like, it's just 6'7".
Yeah.
Drives me crazy. We'll be in the car, 6'7", and they're all laughing. Anyway,
Yeah.
well, dictionary.com, they're getting on the bandwagon because it is out with the word of the year, and it is 6'7". I mean, interesting. So it is a slang phrase that's widely used by the Gen Alpha age group. 6'7" has ties to rapper Skrilla's song Doot Doot. Did not know this. Some say it means so-so or maybe this, maybe that. Didn't know that either. Dictionary.com's word of the year is meant to, of course, put a spotlight on social trends and global events that define the year. The online dictionary said it analyzes new headlines, social media, and more to find what makes the biggest impact on conversations. And searches for 6'7" have dramatically risen since the summer.
I just learned so much
I
here
did
because
too.
I didn't know any of that. I just knew that 6'7" was a trend, but I didn't know.
Yeah, and from what I gathered from my
Yeah.
kids, I thought maybe it's when they saw 6'7", and they would say 6'7", but now that kind of explains really more about what it means and how it's used. So next time, if you ask me a question, and I'm like, I don't really know if it's so, I'm just going to say 6'7", Jared. 6'7". No, 6'7".
I'll know what it means. But, 67 really isn't a word to begin with. It's a number. So.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's very interesting. Like, how
So
is this?
I'm not so sure how I feel about this.
Yeah.
The dictionary of all places
No.
saying 6'7" is the word of the year, but
Yeah. That's a good point.
this is your Gen Alpha slang lesson of the day.
Yes.
6'7".
These kids these days, anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of parents have heard their kids.
They all have. I mean, on social media. I mean, even like I had one friend, her dad turns 67, and the kids are all like, "Oh, granddad, 6'7", 6'7". It's all over the place. So.
Yeah, so the more you know.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at today's top headlines. Republicans rallied in Albemarle County yesterday, pushing for gubernatorial nominee Winsome Earle-Sears. The candidate herself was not there. She was sidelined by redistricting efforts in Richmond. But Lieutenant Gubernatorial nominee John Reed, Congressman John McGuire, and Earle-Sears' husband Terry Sears spoke to supporters. They stressed continuing the Youngkin administration's work, focusing on businesses and law and order in Virginia. Waynesboro is working to address housing issues and food insecurity. The One Waynesboro Initiative stands for Opportunity, Navigation, and Empowerment. It's a collaborative effort boosting 9 nonprofits that help with more repairs at homes, rental assistance, meal services, and more. Council has already directed $100,000 from the Vitality Fund to this program. It's a pilot initiative and will be revisited in May. As hunters gear up for muzzleloader season this weekend, state wildlife officials are making an urgent plea. Leaders say more does need to be harvested this year to help manage herds across the state. Less than half the deer harvested last year were female, but balancing those numbers can help reduce crop damage and keep animals healthy. And a popular Halloween display in Stanton is taking a break from fundraising this year, but it's still creating memories beyond the spooky season. Whimsically Witchy raises money to support art and music programs at city schools. Last year, taking in more than $7,000, those funds allowed for upgrades at Shelburne Middle School by the band and choir. That includes new sound panels, which students help to make themselves. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, we are off to a wet start today, but it's not an all-day thing.
No, actually, I just looked at a radar. The heavier bands of rain have already shifted off to the north.
Okay.
Now, still through the rest of the morning, clouds, some areas of drizzle, maybe a few sprinkles and fog. But by this afternoon, we expect to start to clear out, and it'll be a breezy day. While we were only in the low 50s yesterday, we'll warm up into the low to middle 60s today. Breezy. Tomorrow, sunshine, but it's going to be a windy day throughout the day. Sustained winds 10 to 20 with gusts between 30 and 35 miles per hour. So certainly something to think about. 61 will be our high tomorrow. Those winds start to subside a little Saturday. Don't forget to turn back your clocks an hour before going to bed Saturday night. Change the batteries, not only in your smoke detectors, but your carbon monoxide detectors as well. Sunday looks great. Monday 65. Of course, Tuesday, election day. Beautiful weather, 66, low 60s with sunshine on Wednesday. So really shaping up to be a nice stretch of weather for us after getting some good beneficial rain.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to need to hold on to your Halloween costumes tomorrow with that wind
definitely.
out there.
It's going to be a windy day. Good day to fly a kite, though.
Good day to fly a kite
before
on Halloween.
trick-or-treating. That's right.
All right, thank you, David. And thank you guys for joining us on the Morning Rush. Here's a live look outside. This is US 29 Orion Road in Albemarle County. You can see the wet roads out there, so give yourself a little extra time this morning and be cautious as you are traveling into work and school. And we will see you again on 29 News at noon. Until then, have a great morning.